This MMA 30 segment is powered by The Gun Store. Next time you're in Las Vegas, if you want to shoot a real machine gun, do it at The Gun Store at 2900 East Tropicana. Dave Farra for MMA 30 alongside Scott Coker. Very successful night of fights here in Las Vegas. First time that the Hexagon has graced Las Vegas. What's your initial thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a great main event, good girls fight, and I think it delivered. I think that the fans that came got their money's worth, and I think that, the Showtime should be happy because we had some fantastic events, fantastic fights.
Yeah, and it really seemed like there was a very nice response from the crowd. You always wonder if it's not a UFC event, is the general population going to get it? And generally, tickets here at the Palms tend to be a little bit more expensive, but it seemed like there was a lot of people that were willing to pay that premium and come here, and were really into the fights tonight.
I'll tell you, and the nice thing about Vegas is it's an educated crowd, right? They've been to how many mixed martial arts events here in the States, so it's great because they're passionate about MMA. They've been to a million fights, and I think having the girls fight here was a little bit different, for them, but I think they loved it.
So Strikeforce now doing a lot of big things, of course, tonight for the first time here in Las Vegas. Successful event under your belt, but no rest for Scott Coker, going right on to Chicago next weekend.
I tell you, next week I'm really excited because, when you think about Henderson fighting Fedor, right? Then you got Marlos Kunin fighting Misha Tate, which I think is going to be a great fight. And then you got T. Wood fighting Daly. Come on, that's going to be great. And then you got Robbie Lawler fighting Tim Kennedy on top of that. And then Scott Smith fighting Safferty. Arguably, it's probably one of the best, if not the best fight card top to bottom that we've ever had.
Has your responsibilities grown or gone down since Zuffa came in and purchased the organization?
I'll tell you, we were a very small operation before, as you know, right? And we just have a lot more help now, right? So you just see a lot more people around, but they all have duties and they're very good. They have a very good machine at what they do, and their marketing machine is amazing. Their PR machine is amazing, and everybody just kind of does what they do, and it's been a lot smoother, I think, and it's done the way it's supposed to be done. So it's a good thing.
One thing about Zuffa coming in that has some people nervous is whether or not female mixed martial arts is going to stick around. What's your perspective?
Well, guys, here's the thing: is that female fights on Showtime do amazing ratings. So to me, if Showtime wants it, I'm sure Showtime's going to get it.
And from what I understand, the Zuffa and Showtime relationship is also doing pretty well.
Yeah, the last fight we did, I think, was the second highest rated show in the history of Showtime MMA, and beating all the Kimbo records, beating the Carano fight versus Cyborg. So, we're definitely bringing, I believe, great ratings and new subscribers to Showtime, which is really the most important thing.
And break down what's going on with this Alistair Overeem situation right now, because it seems kind of sticky.
I'll tell you, I don't think it's like that at all. To me, the guy was injured; he can't fight, and so he can't fight in the tournament. And if we had pushed this back to December, because there's really no dates in October and November, because it's all booked because of either the World Series in October, Championship Boxing, Showtime has boxing, HBO has some big boxing fights with Mayweather, and then the UFC dates. There's nothing to promote in October and November. So if we push this back to December, then it would put our tournament in jeopardy to finish, because then we only have trying to finish it before February. So if we were to wait, then it's not fair to all the other guys too, right? Like Josh Barnett and those guys that were what about Bigfoot Silva, who's been waiting a year to fight? So to me, it's unfortunate because Alistair is a great fighter, and he was hurt, but there's nothing you could do.
Final question for you. Fedor fighting on Saturday night. Still many Fedor Emelianenko fans across the world. There's been talk about whether or not he still has that fire in his belly. What do you think?
I think he does, and I think he's going to bring it on Saturday. I think that he and Dan Henderson, that style of fighting that they're going to show on Saturday, is going to start at the center of the cage, and I think they're going to start swinging for the fences. And I think you're going to see some great action Saturday night.
Scott Coker, thanks for your time. Dave Farra for MMA 30.
Thanks.